Governors, the EDA has been around for decades. I'd like to talk to you today a little bit about what's going on currently. With all of the accusations of cronyism and giveaways, Governor Kean, does it have a current legitimate reason to exist?
It has a reason to exist, but it should not have been given away the amount of money it's been giving away. We're bribing companies now with huge amounts of money to come into New Jersey. And you ask companies why they don't come. Taxes are too high, regulations are too strong. But so why don't we address the kind of things that businesses care about? Let's see if we can do something about the taxes. I know we can do something about the regulations. And then you wouldn't have to bribe them to come in. We never used to bribe them to come in. You and I didn't bribe companies to come in.
So you're suggesting reform is needed at the EDA?
There are moments in the EDA. I mean, we used it to jumpstart the Hudson waterfront because it was hard to get people from New York. We used it in that case, but it was small. It was small amounts of money, and it worked. So it's good to have it there. But I think it's been abused and overused, and the amount of money the state is giving out to some of these corporations. They're bribes. It's just simply bribes to come to New Jersey.
What are your views, Governor Florio, and what about the public policy responsibility to oversee such an agency as the EDA?
Well, EDA is an agency with the administration of programs as its function. And the current controversy is really about the program, something called Growth New Jersey, and whether this program of business tax credits is being administered correctly. So I really heard the New Jersey Comptroller testify before the legislature saying that it was not so much the outcomes as the fact that the auditing was not being done well, and they couldn't really give you the assurance that the programs were working. So it's not so much the program as the administration of the program. Because
ultimately it's the taxpayers' money for these business arrangements which involve tax abatements and financial incentives, right?
And the responsibility is to make sure that the money that goes out is equaled by at least the jobs and the money that comes in. And that's been a question. It's not so much that anything has been done that's been wrong, that nobody knows what's been done. That's the difference.
Well, so you're suggesting reform too, as Governor Kean did. So where should that begin? What kind of reform?
Jim's absolutely right. I mean, you reform it first with proper oversight, so that somebody's looking at them, somebody's looking at the money, somebody's making the calculations that Jim just talked about. But I still say it's too much money. We shouldn't be paying billions of dollars to corporations to get them to come in New Jersey. New Jersey is a wonderful state. It's wonderfully located. We get a tremendous number of assets. We've just got a couple of things that stop corporations from coming here. And you ask them why won't they come? It's like taxes or regulation. And if you reform those two things, I think EDA would be an agency you'd use every now and then, not all the time.
I think the balance question is the one that's been talked about, I think, correctly. I can give you an example of a wonderful implementation of this program down in Camden. American Water Company is a major water company in the nation. They moved their national headquarters to Camden, New Jersey, based in part upon the assistance they got out of this program. So this is a wonderful outcome as to whether the program is supposed to work. In this case, it did work.
Governor Murphy has asked for the resignation, and it's already been accepted by the chairman of the EDA, and now he's calling for the resignation of the Republican-appointed board members on the EDA. Was that the right move politically, do you think?
No. You shouldn't ever ask for the resignation of one party or the other. You need both parties, in my mind, in all these agencies. I don't know about you, when I was governor, I never had an agency that was entirely Republican. If it got too many Republicans, I'd have put a Democrat. Because you need the parties to watch each other. So say all Republicans should resign. That's wrong, unless you're going to appoint another one. Unless you don't like these Republicans, you appoint another Republican. You got to have bipartisanship in these agencies. They have to watch each other.
The program of business incentives is a good one. Monitoring it is absolutely imperative to be done because if you don't administer the program, it can be the greatest program in the world, but if it's not accountable, that's not a good thing.
Governor Kean and Governor Florio, we always appreciate your views, always. Thank you very much.